Students, the previous class we have seen how to find the equation of the circle if center, radius and passing points are given. Okay, today we are going to see some other aspects of the circle. You see that the equation of the circle with x1 y1 and x2 y2 as extremities of one of the diameter of the circle is. So see that x1 y1 and x2 y2, they are nothing but the extremities. Extremities means end points of the diameter, one of the diameter. These 2 points are given. How to write the equation of the circle? So the formula is x minus x1 into x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 is equal to 0. Okay, well first we'll see the proof of it. So see that the circle is drawn here. So A and B, they are the two end points of this diameter AB. Okay, and I have taken a point P on the circumference of the circle. So you know that angle in a semicircle is right angle. So angle APB is equal to 90 degree. So if it is 90 degree, the slope of PA and slope of PB, the product of the slopes is equal to -1. So see that slope of PA is equal to, slope of PA into slope of PB is equal to -1. So how to find the slope of PA? So you have to use the formula y minus y1 divided by x minus x1. In the same way, how to find the slope of PB? So y minus y2 divided by x minus x2. The product is equal to -1. See that multiply the numerator and the denominator has to be multiplied. The denominator, when you take it to the right side, it is minus of x minus x1 into x minus x2. So it is in minus, bring this term to the left side, it will become plus. So you got this result. So see now, from this theorem, if the end points or extremities of the diameter are given, the equation of the circle is x minus x1 into x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 is equal to 0, where x1 y1 and x2 y2, they are the end points of the diameter. You see that? Using this result, we are going to do the exercise 5.1 fifth problem. Obtain the equation of the circle for which 3, 4 and 2, minus 7 are the ends of a diameter. So what is given here? The 2 points are nothing but the end points of the diameter. What is asked? Obtain the equation of the circle. So what is the formula has to be used? What is the formula we have learned? X minus x1 into x minus x2 plus y minus y1 into y minus y2 is equal to 0. You consider the first point as x1 y1 and the second point as x2 y2. You just substitute. So it will become x minus 3 into x minus 2 plus y minus 4 into y, your y2 is minus 7, so minus into minus plus. So when you expand, you will get the equation of the circle. Okay, so see now, next theorem. So what we are going to learn is the position of the point. So we will consider one point P of x1 y1. With respect to the given circle, we are going to find where the point is. That is, the point P of x1 y1 lies outside or on or inside the circle. So using this result, you look at this result, the equation of the circle is x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus e is equal to 0. So what is the point given? P of x1 y1. Okay, so what you have to do? So you see this result. In this result, we have written x1 squared plus y1 squared plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c. So what you have to do? You have to substitute this point in the left side of the circle. Okay. After substituting this, if the result is greater than 0 means the point lies outside the circle. If the result is equal to 0 means the point x1 y1 is on the circle. If it is less than 0 means the point is inside the circle. We'll see the proof of it. So I have taken the circle whose equation is x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus e is equal to 0. Whose center is minus g comma minus f. We have seen in the previous class. Okay, so I'll consider the point p of x1, x1 comma y1. Okay, join now CP. It will meet the circle at the point Q. Okay, so see now. About what we are going to find? We are going to find where the point is. Now I have drawn it as lies outside. Now we are going to check where the point is. It may be outside, or it may be on, or it may be inside the circle. How it is? So the point P is outside, on, or within the circle according as, you look at this, the distance CP. Okay, the distance CP, how it is? If it is distance CP, C to P, if it is greater than CQ, definitely the point lies outside. Okay, so you see P and Q are coincides here. The point CP, the distance CP and CQ are equal. Suppose the P point is inside the circle, which distance is bigger? CQ is bigger comparing to CP. So see the result. The distance, that is modulus of CP, how it is? It is greater than CQ. CP distance is, now in this diagram, CP distance is greater than CQ. Then the point lies outside. Okay. If it is equal to CQ, the point is on the circle. It is less than CQ, it lies inside the circle. Okay, you see what is CQ? CQ is nothing but the radius of the circle. So I have denoted as, what is it? R. CQ is nothing but R. Now you are squaring on both the sides. It is CP squared is greater than R squared, equal to R squared, and less than R squared. Okay, so see now what is CP? C is what? Center of the circle. What is P? x1 comma y1. Just how to find the distance? It is a square root of x1 plus g the whole square plus y1 plus f the whole square. Here what is needed? CP squared. So the square root I didn't write. So x1 plus g the whole square plus y1 plus f the whole square. So which is, what is R? What is the radius of the circle? It is square root of g square plus f square minus c. Here you are having R square. So I didn't write the square root. So you will get the three another types. Any one of the type will come. Okay, while you are expanding, what will get? It is x1 squared plus g squared plus 2gx1 plus y1 squared plus f squared plus 2fy1. Yes, how it is? Greater than or equal to or less than g squared plus f squared minus c. Okay, so see now, here you just bring this term to next side. But what will come? This g squared and this g squared getting cancelled. Here you are having f squared getting cancelled. Minus c, when you bring it to here, it will become plus c. So what you are getting? x1 squared plus y1 squared plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1. Both g squared and f squared is cancelled with this g squared and f squared. Minus c, when you bring it to here, it is plus c. Okay, so this result, how it should be? It is greater than 0. How the 0 has come? We have brought all the term to the left side. Up here, 0. So equal to 0, less than 0. So the point, I have substituted the point x1 comma y1 in the left side of the circle. So this result is greater than 0 means the point lies outside the circle. It is equal to 0 means the point lies on the circle. If it is less than 0 means the point lies inside the circle. Okay, wow. So see now the exercise 5.1 10th problem is regarding about this topic. Okay, so determine whether the points, the 3 points are given, lie outside, on or inside the circle. So you take the circle equation. x squared plus y squared minus 5x plus 2y minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, so you see, substitute this point, take this point, we are going to check where the point is. Okay, so take this point and substitute in the left side of the circle equation, because we have which one has to be decided. So this x1 squared plus y1 squared plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c. So here you are having x1 y1. So the point, take this point and substitute in the left side of the circle equation. So see that in the place of x you have to substitute minus 2, in the place of y it is 1. So while you are substituting, you see that minus 2 the whole square plus 1 square minus 5 into minus 2 plus 2 into 1 minus 5. So while you are simplifying, your answer is 12. How is 12? 12 is greater than 0. So this result is greater than 0. Where the point? The point lies outside the circle. So here we have to conclude minus 2 comma 1 lies outside the circle. Take the second point. What you have to do? This point has to be substituted only in the left side of the equation, left side of the circle equation. So while you are substituting, x and y are 0, so you will get the answer as minus 5. How is your minus 5? It is less than 0. If it is less than 0 means what it is? The point lies inside the circle. So therefore 0 comma 0 lies inside the circle. In the same way, take the third point. Third point has to be substituted in the left side of the circle equation. So while you are solving, you will get the answer as 34. How is your 34? Greater than 0. So if the result is greater than 0, the third point is also lies outside the circle. Okay. So now we are going to see equation of tangent at a point P on a given circle. We are going to find the equation of the tangent at one point to the circle. So we have taken the circle as x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So we'll consider the 2 points P and Q. One is x1, y1, another one is x2, y2. It is nothing but the chord PQ. Okay. So after that we are going to find the equation of tangent at P. So see, this is the equation of the this is the tangent at P to the circle. Okay, tangent means it's a straight line which touches the circle exactly at one point. Okay, so now the PQ is nothing but the chord. Here this pink color line is nothing but the tangent at P to the circle, whose equation only we are going to find it. Okay, so now P of x1 y1 and Q of x2 y2 be the 2 points on the circle. So I'll substitute both the points. I'll get 2 equations. While I'm subtracting, I'll get the answer as x2 squared minus x1 squared plus y2 squared minus y1 squared plus 2g into x2 minus x1 plus 2f into y2 minus y1. This plus c and minus c getting cancelled. Okay, so it is in the form of a squared minus b squared. So we can write a plus b into a minus b. So from this term, I have taken x2 minus x1. But what is remaining here? x2 plus x1. And from this term, x2 minus x1 is taken out, means what is remaining? It is plus 2g. Okay. So from these two terms, we are taking which one? y2 minus y1 out. Okay. So it is in the form of a squared minus b squared. So it is y2 minus y1 into y2 plus y1. y2 minus y1 is taken out. What is remaining here? y2 plus y1 plus 2f. Okay. So see that. Bring this term to the next side. It will become minus. It will be in minus. From that, you just bring this term to the left hand side. So here you are having x2 plus x1 plus 2g divided by y2 plus y1 plus 2f, which is equal to minus of y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So can you say what it is? It is the slope of PQ, because we are having the formula y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So it is the slope of PQ. So what is the slope of PQ now? It is minus of x1 plus x2 plus 2g divided by y1 plus y2 plus 2f. Okay, so we have found the slope of PQ. Okay, you see that this chord, when it will become the tangent at P, means the Q point has to be coincides with P. That means x2 will become x1 and y2 will become y1. You see that when Q tends to P, the chord PQ becomes a tangent at P. So in this slope of PQ, here I am going to substitute x2 as x1 and y2 as y1. We are getting this answer. This answer is nothing but the, what is that, slope of PQ. Okay, so the slope of PQ, and we are going to find the equation of the tangent at P. So we are going to find the equation of the tangent at P. So that is nothing but y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, because it's a straight line. This is a equation of tangent is a straight line. So we can use the formula y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So y minus y1 I have written here, which is equal to, what is m slope of PQ when it will be when it is a tangent. So this slope you have to substitute into x minus x1. So when you multiply these two, you will get this answer. So when you both the terms has to be multiplied, you will get, and you have to apply the minus to all the terms. Okay, so here minus xx1, you bring it to the left side, it is xx1 plus yy1, and minus plus x1 squared, when you bring it to the left side, it is minus x1 squared minus y1 squared. Here you are having yf, here minus gx, when you bring it to the left side, it is plus gx. Here minus y1f, and this minus gx1. Okay, so xx1 plus yy1 plus terms you just write first yf plus gx, minus term you take from the minus term you take minus out, you will get x1 squared plus y1 squared plus gx1 plus y1 f, which is equal to 0. Okay, see that from the first equation. So what is the first equation? You are getting this, isn't it? So from the first equation, here you are having 2gx1. So this can be written as gx1 plus gx1. 1 gx1 you keep it here. The next gx1 you just take it to the next side. That is minus gx1. Similarly, the 2fy1 can be written as fy1 plus fy1. 1 fy1 you keep it on the left side, another f1 you take it to the right side, that is minus fy1. Here in the plus c, when you take it to the right side, it is minus c. So this you are getting. So here you see that, so x1 squared plus y1 squared plus gx1 plus y1f is nothing but minus gx1 minus fy1 minus c. Okay, so in the place of this, if you substitute, from all the terms minus is common, so minus is taken out, means this minus and this minus will become plus. So you will get this equation. So from this, g is common. So when you take g out, it is x plus x1. When you take from these two, f is out, it is y plus y1 plus c. This is the equation of the tangent at P to the given circle. Okay, you see that. Look at the circle equation. It is x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus a is equal to 0. Look at the tangent equation. Okay, you see in the place of x squared, what you are having? xx1. In the place of y squared, you are having yy1. Okay, in the place of ax, it has to be written as half into x plus x1. So on the 2 getting cancelled, you will get this answer. In the place of y, if you substitute half into y plus y1, so f into y plus y1 plus c is equal to 0. So you see that to find the equation of tangent at any point to the circle. So this is the result you are going to use in the problem. So to find the equation of the tangent at any point to the circle, you have to replace x squared as xx1, y squared as yy1, and x as half into x plus x1, y as half into y plus y1 in the equation of the circle. Okay, so see that. If you want to find the tangent at any point, you have to do the 4 steps. Okay, so next, what is the normal? Normal is a line perpendicular to the tangent and passing through the point of contact. Normal is a perpendicular line to the tangent. You see the exercise 5.19th problem. Find the equation of the tangent and normal to the circle at 2, 2. So see that circle equation is given from this point, not from this point. At this point you have to write the equation of the tangent and normal. So equation of the tangent at x1 comma y1. What you have to do? What I said. So you have to replace x squared as xx1. So here from in the equation of the circle, x squared has to be replaced as xx1. Then y squared as yy1. So y squared has to be replaced as yy1. And what I said, x as half into x plus x1. You see how to replace half into x plus x1. So on the denominator 2 and 6 getting cancelled. So you will get the answer as minus 3. In the same way, y, how it will be replaced? Half into y plus y1. So the half of 6 is 3. So minus 8 is equal to 0. This is the equation of the tangent at x1 comma y1. From which point you want? You want the point at 2 comma 2. So in the place of x1 y1 you have to substitute 2 comma 2. So while you are substituting x1 and y1 as 2 and 2, so you will get this answer. When you simplify, this is the equation of the tangent. Okay, and what is asked? So normal also is asked. What I said about normal? Normal is the perpendicular line to the tangent. Okay, so this is the equation of the tangent. You are going to write the normal, that is a perpendicular line to this. So how to write the perpendicular line? So you have to interchange the coefficient of x and y and change any one of the sign. Interchange the coefficient of x and y and change any one of their sign. So here minus 5y I have written as 5x. So y is changed as x and minus I have changed as plus. Then x has to be replaced as y. Okay, 5x plus y plus k is equal to 0. So this normal passes through 2 comma 2. So if you substitute, your 10 plus 2 plus k is equal to 0, k is equal to minus 12. So therefore the equation of the normal is 5x plus y minus 12 is equal to 0. Okay, so the next result, the condition for the line y is equal to mx plus c to be a tangent to the circle, and we are going to find the point of contact. You see that this line which is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, under what condition it will become a tangent to this circle? So the condition is c squared is equal to a squared into 1 plus m square. Okay, if it is a tangent, at what point it will touch the circle? The points of contact is either minus am by square root of 1 plus m squared comma a by square root of 1 plus m squared, or positive am divided by square root of 1 plus m squared comma minus a divided by square root of 1 plus m squared. If it's so, what is the equation of the tangent? So the tangent is y is equal to what we have written, y is equal to mx plus c. So y is equal to mx. Under which condition it will be a tangent? C squared is equal to a squared into 1 plus m squared. But what is c? It is plus or minus square root. Square root of a squared is a, and 1 plus m squared or a square root, it is a square root of 1 plus m squared. You see that this line, under what condition it will be a tangent to this circle means c squared is equal to a squared into 1 plus m squared, and this is the point of contact, and this is the equation of the tangent. You see the exercise problem, 8th problem. So y is equal to 2 root 2x plus c is a tangent to the circle. It is given this line is a tangent to this circle. You have to find the value of c. Okay, so it is given that it is a tangent to the circle. So it has to satisfy the condition. What is the condition? C squared is equal to a squared into 1 plus m squared. This condition has to be satisfied by the line to the circle. So here we have to find what is c, what is a, and what is m. So I'll consider the equation of the line. It is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. Isn't it? Okay, but what is m? M is nothing but 2 root 2. And what is C? C is C itself. Okay, take the circle equation. X squared plus y squared is equal to 16. What is the circle equation we have taken already? X squared plus y squared is equal to a squared. When you compare, in the place of a squared, it is equal to 16. For now, say the condition c squared is equal to a squared into 1 plus m squared. Write the condition c squared is equal to a squared into 1 plus m squared. C is C only, so I have written c squared, which is equal to, what is a squared is 16 into 1 plus, what is m? M is 2 root 2. When you square, 2 squared is 4. Root 2 the whole squared is 2. So 4 into 2, that is 8. 16 into 8 plus 1, that is 9. So C is equal to what? C squared is equal to like this. So C is equal to plus or minus square root of 16 into 9. Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 9 is 3. So 4 3s are 12. So the value of C is equal to plus or minus 12. Thank you, students.